Hi, I'm Danny McNeil. I'm CEO and co-founder of Residual.ae, and today I'm going to be answering some questions.
Hi, I'm Samantha Spencer, co-founder and project delivery, and I'm also answering questions. Married and in business, why have you decided to work together?
It was forced upon me. No, obviously I think we always wanted a family business.
Yeah. When the concept came around to start Residual, it just made sense that we worked together.
So you came over and you trained in interior design, obviously to get yourself up to
It made sense
speed.
that we were both in the company doing different aspects so that we could run the company together.
What's harder than people expect? I think the hardest thing is trying to differentiate, that's a word, between work and home.
Yeah.
Taking it home is so difficult not to do that.
And then conversations that should be work related are now in sort of family time.
Yeah. So we try and have a bit of a structure, don't we? So try and lock it off, but it's just so hard because as we're getting busier, obviously the phones are ringing more. You're required, after hours, and we've got a lot of animals that we look after at home, and obviously the kids, they take time, and it's hard. But I think the most important thing there is that you've got to be prepared for the week, and we have that structure, which we've put in place, which does help.
When we spend too much time at work together.
No, I think the worst thing that happens is because it is very difficult that we're in the property sector, we're in construction, we're in investment. It is a male orientated world, and the thing that really gets on your nerves the most is when you ask somebody to do something and they don't do it.
Yeah.
And then I ask them to do it and they do it straight away.
Yes, then I'll take it out on Dan because they've answered him and not me.
Yeah. So people are learning the hard way, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're strongest together. I think just in general, like working together, being husband and wife and business partners, I think that in itself just makes the whole business stronger because we're both on the same path.
Because I think we've got different roles within the business. I don't like to get involved in, the project delivery, design, planning. I don't like it. I'm not good at it. But then again, you don't like, you're not front facing, customer focused,
No.
Dealing with investors, dealing with, our property owners, and the actual day-to-day running of the business. And I think it's good because I'll go off and get excited about doing these big deals, and then you'll just like rein me in a little bit, and that's sort of we complement each other.
Yeah, and because we both bring something to the company in our own way. Yeah, lane.
Stay in your lane.
Then it makes the company stronger, and because we've both got that passion that this is, Residual is our life. It's a little bit surreal, really. We've never worked together before we came to Dubai. We built this ourselves. But to be able to then hand it down to the children and then become involved, like it's a really nice feeling.
Like for me, it doesn't really matter about what I'm doing or what I'm benefiting from, because I know that I'm going to be happiest if you're happy life, happy wife. That's number one. And then knowing that the kids are going to have something to come into in the next 10, 15, 20 years. And
if you want to come into the business and bring something, then the option's there, it's good for the kids. Family
are really the only ones that you can really trust as well, because, certainly in Dubai, there's a lot of people that say a lot of stuff, and they don't deliver. They get paid, on a monthly basis through the projects, and they haven't really got any skin in the game, if you like. But if it's family, then you're in it together and you create the role for that person. I think just on that as well, it's because that we've got that passion and drive because it's our company. Like to bring the kids in, they will have that passion and drive. The main factor again was just family. I think like the lockdown, COVID, had a massive impact, I think, on everybody in the whole world, like mentally, physically, not being able to work financially. And as a family, we were struggling. So then we had the opportunity to come to Dubai for the very first time. We came on holiday. weirdly, about 20 years ago, I got offered, and then Dubai came knocking in, like I said, about 25 years ago. But it was like £50,000 you had to sponsor yourself. And so I obviously didn't do it back then. And it was always in my mind, like just always sort of kept an eye on what was happening. And then obviously we had an opportunity to come over.
Yeah. I think basically because everywhere was in lockdown.
It was, yeah,
but
we had to get
Dubai
out.
was open, obviously you had to have the tests and everything.
That's right.
So we came over for what, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to come over for 3 days, but we kept extending.
Yeah, because we missed the COVID test to go back.
Yeah, and then I booked to see him. We were in Dukes of Palm, weren't we? So we were in Dukes of Palm. We spent the day around the pool, and we'd had a few drinks, and there was these 2 teachers around the pool that were really loud. Like, they'd had so much to drink, they're really loud, and we're like, oh, they're really annoying. I hope they go away, sit somewhere else. But then after we got sort of more drunk and
louder,
we sort of joined in with them, and we asked them loads of questions about Dubai, didn't we? Or I remember us being on the edge of that infinity pool looking over to JBR, and the sun was just setting, and it was like, can we do it? Like, why would we not want to?
Why can't we? I think that was the thought. Like, why can't we? Like, everyone else seems to do it. Like, let's just do it.
Let's just do it. So we decided, didn't we? We want to go, and we spoke to the kids, and we scraped together whatever.
Well, we brought the kids back, so we went home and obviously mentioned it to everyone. I don't think my mum and dad actually thought we were serious.
No.
Brought the kids back a few months later. They obviously fell in love with it. They were like, yeah, 100% we want to live here. British family life in Dubai. What's genuinely better than the UK?
The weather.
100%.
Well, you say that.
Safety, lifestyle. Like, there's just so many more positives in Dubai than there is in the UK.
Yeah, I think
for adults and children.
It's the energy. Like, we spoke about this because we went back, didn't we, in December?
Yeah.
We landed in Birmingham, and it was very, very windy. It was the back of that storm. It was horrible. It was cold. It was windy. It was wet. All that stuff. But it's not even the weather. Whilst the weather here is lovely, it was the energy. Like, as soon as you land and got off the plane, you're hearing people, the way they're talking to each other, and it was just so negative. And what I did notice as well, which we don't have here, on the radio, in the car you're driving to, the hotel, it's negative. On the radio,
the news is
it's just all negative.
There's never any good news in the UK.
No good news. And then you turn on the TV, it's the same news. And then the people you're talking, even in the shops, it's all negative.
Yeah.
But here, there's a lot of positivity.
Yeah.
A lot
of positivity. It just feels different, doesn't it? The whole, especially the lifestyle, obviously is different. You've got it's more luxury. I mean, you can order Talabat or whatever delivery service you want. It's at your door in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, and I want to thank Amazon for making it Amazon Now. So there's someone at my door every 10 minutes now, as opposed to every few days.
It's even like the kids, when they go back and we go stay like with my family or we go in a hotel or whatever, and they're like, we want a McDonald's. It's like, you can't order a McDonald's.
No.
Like, you can go and drive to one if you want.
Yeah, take half an hour to get there. I always thought it was funny when we went back about the petrol, because here obviously you have to get a car to do the petrol. But I was very upset when I went into Asda.
It's raining and it's freezing and you've got to go do your petrol.
Yeah, no, I'd just forgotten how to do it. Literally forgotten how to do it. And the other one thing as well, which is really, it's not like luxurious, but they come and take the bins every day here.
Yeah.
Like, literally. And if you're like, it doesn't even matter what we put outside. They literally take everything. And in the UK, if you're like one thing that's overhanging the bin, they'll just leave it.
Yeah, and they'd have to take it to local tip.
Yeah, take it to tip.
Tip.
God, I'm actually Sheffield coming out. What do you miss about the UK? I know what you're going to say anyway.
I think family.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything really that I miss within the UK that you don't have here or is better here than the UK. I think it is just literally family.
I miss the fact that the football's on at a normal time. I do miss a little bit the countryside stuff.
It's nice to go back and see it again, but I wouldn't say that I miss that. Married and in business. How you stop business arguments becoming personal?
You don't.
It's very personal.
It is with you.
It's really hard, that, isn't it?
You don't stop them being personal, because it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the downside of having a family business, because it is personal.
And I think probably 90% of our arguments relates to the business. Yeah, so it's quite hard to stop that. But then when we were saying before about obviously not taking work home,
Yeah.
that will then stop more arguments because we're not overlapping it into what should be family time. And
I don't think we do actually. I think we used to do it a lot more. Like when you used to do like work, like we banned laptops at the table.
yeah,
So that was always like a big no because you sort of get into that. You are then physically working, unless it's like if we haven't spoken to each other, we'll just have like a quick like chat, see what's going on. We're always chatting about the business in different ways. Because obviously your phone doesn't stop. So like Monday to Thursday is literally just 100 mile an hour. Up early. We've got we look after a lot of animals. Our Sunday is literally all because we don't have any help. All day is just organising and seeing everybody and making sure everyone's got what they need. So then it leaves Saturday, which is our family day, which we'll just go out and make sure that's purely family.
Yeah.
That's phones down. We'll just go to the beach or go to the water park or go to the mall or whatever, And then Friday's a little bit, you see your friend on a Friday, don't you? So that's good for her to get out. I like to play guitar and write music, which is my thing. So if she's not in the house, I can annoy the animals with it rather than you. So yeah, I think that's it. So I think it is hard, but you can do it.
yeah, it's
Keep it separate.
taken 3.5 years to figure it out.
Yeah, but it's stressful, isn't it? What were we both doing before Residual?
Before Dubai, I was a hairdresser for nearly 20 years. And then when we came to Dubai, that's what I thought I would do, because obviously that's what I was doing back at home. So then when I went to try that, I was very fortunate to get in a really, really good salon. I got the opportunity to work in the salon. And then when I got there, it was just like, this is not me anymore. It just felt so different, like the passion, the drive that you have as a hairdresser. You have to have that. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, don't do it. And then decided, I can't do this. And then that's sort of when Residual was sort of forming.
Yeah.
So it sort of fell in place that I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? And I decided to do the project management course. Then that led into the interior design course. And then...
Which you got a distinction for.
I did.
And 2 awards down the line. So very proud of you.
Thank you.
So I left school at 15. We were living down in Exeter at the time. I did my work experience with a joiner, a local building firm. I absolutely loved being hands-on on site, doing loft conversions, extensions, everything to do with renovating properties. And we met a lot of landlords in Exeter, especially around the university, were buying up old 3-4 bedroom properties and renovating them, splitting them into HMOs, houses of multiple occupation. And the landlords were always like really interesting to me. I didn't know, as much as I enjoyed the construction, and building stuff. It was more I like to have those conversations with the landlords. So the love for property is always been there since leaving school. Yeah, well, it actually started because we'd already done similar deals in the UK anyway. Like with market raising, the lease option on market raising, trying to be creative with property.
But Residual started with you had one buyer at the time, and that's sort of when you had this light bulb moment as she was looking for a property to buy.
Oh, yeah, that was it. And then,
would she be interested in sort of doing this concept?
Yeah, because I had one of the brokers, Ashfaq, really, really good guy. He had a property in Jumeirah, and the guys, it was handed down to them, bless them, from their father that had passed away, and there was 14 of them on the title deed. Local family, well-known local family, wonderful family. And he showed me the villa, and he was like, "Look, do you have any investors for it? They can buy it and do it up." And it was that was the light bulb.
Yeah.
It was like, look, how much is it worth now? Like to buy 6 million dirhams, great. How much can we resell it for? Well, if you do a good job, they had a roof terrace which was full of MEPs. So we need, and it's literally 2 rows back from the beach.
And then you got Burj Khalifa views
on the back,
roof.
yeah.
It was unbelievable on the roof.
Yeah, it was lovely, especially at night. You had all the canal, like a beautiful view. It's like 12 million you could sell it for. So I'm like, okay, so how much does it cost to do construction?
We had no clue.
And then I had a guy, I was working at Phoenix Homes, and I had a guy who was recommended from the guys at Phoenix, and he came and looked at it and gave us a price, and we're like, okay, 1.7 million dirhams to do the whole job. So I'm like, okay, so that's 6 million. So if I offer them this and then say 2 million to be safe, that's 8 million, 50-50 on the uplift. You know, they get 8 million as opposed to 6. We got our 2 million plus our 2 million back. This is the deal. It's got to be done. And then it was like, okay, now how do we secure ourselves? How do we get the money? How do we secure ourselves? And it was just like, let's speak to as many people as we can. And it was that was the deal. It was like, we can do this.
Yeah.
Smart.
Disagree.
Avoid conflict.
Fast. You can't avoid it. If there's
You can.
questions or you've got to say something, then you just direct it, get it finished.
Or just say,
Don't avoid it.
No, just let you.
Then that'll get worse.
Just say whatever you say. Yeah, I agree with you. Then there's no conflict. So I avoid conflict. Both. No, you founder mode at work.
Half is
founder mode is definitely when I'm at work. When we put the attire on, we're in the office. It's founder mode. Like, it's not spouse mode.
When we're at home, it's
the other way around.
Spouse,
yeah. Execution.
Vision. You have to have the vision, especially my role.
Yeah, but
we
you've
have
got
to have
to
the vision of what we're going to do and how we're going to renovate
execute.
it. So I'll have the vision and you execute.
You've got to execute it. Early mornings.
Not too early though, but yeah, early morning.
Oh, if it's on in data, it's like, yeah.
Instinct.
Together.
Of course.
Always.
It's too late now.
You're in. It's almost like she's part of the family.
I always win the argument.
Win the company. The ethos of the company is always owner first. So anything else doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter if we argue. It doesn't matter if we have vision, we execute, whatever. It's like, as long as that owner's first and they come out of it, at the end with a positive experience and also, hopefully we've made them a lot more money, then nothing else matters. That's it. And if we can help people on the way, that's more important.
Everyone has personal struggles, not just in Dubai, all around the world, but I think here it's maybe different because you don't have your family here or you don't have certain things that you'd have back at home. So I think because we've experienced so much of that when we first came,
I just want to give
it's
someone
nice
a bit of a break.
to help. We're in a position where we can help, so
yeah,
it's nice to do that.
Sorry, thank you for watching. If you ever need any marriage advice or relationship advice,
ask Daniel.
Don't come to us. Google it.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.